What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Halo's Kitchen, the best kitchen out there, period. It's Chef A here. As you can see, I'm making some vegan Tuscan spaghetti squash, and I added on like this smoked mock crab thing that I made out of hearts of palm. So yeah, y'all definitely stay tuned for the whole video to see how I work my magic. And right here, as you can see at the start, I am struggling to get this spaghetti squash open, but of course you want to properly cleanse that before you get to cutting. And then of course you want to discard of all the seeds and pulp in the middle, in the garbage. And I mean, you could possibly use the seeds for some, but don't quote me on it. But I don't know, they just look very similar to pumpkin seeds. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have ever used like squash seeds for something, if you like eating them like you do pumpkin seeds. But yeah, once it's like, all discarded of the inside, you want to oil it with some grapeseed oil, or you can use olive oil, whatever oil you want to really, but I just prefer grapeseed for this one. Coconut aminos, some sea salt, as well as some black pepper and Italian seasoning. You don't got to go too heavy on it because you're also going to be getting the salt and whatnot from the Tuscan mixture of the spinach and all that, the sauce that we're going to create. So yeah, and then you just want to heat this up in the oven. You want to flip them over flat like that, and make sure you line it on some foil so the cleanup is not too messy. And you want to bake it at 450 for about 45 minutes to an hour, but really keep an eye out on it because everybody's oven is different. And right here, that's the hearts of palm. My bad, I'm a little delayed right now, but yes, you want to add in all those seasonings, and you just want to boil it for like 5 minutes. And you want to we're just trying to get rid of that briny taste, and also let it soak for like 30 minutes. And then also ended up adding in a quarter of that onion. That's just a regular sweet onion. And then yeah, you just want to let that soak while you do everything else, because the crab mixture, that's the quote-unquote crab mixture that we're gonna get to that last after everything else. But yes, y'all, here for the onion, this is going to go with the Tuscan sauce mixture. That's what we're cutting this up for. And I'm not worried about like getting too like even of cuts. It really doesn't matter that much, but just a regular like dice type of size. Yeah, and then I ended up using like half an onion, I would say. And right here I got some sun-dried tomatoes. These are like jarred, and some olive oil. But if you guys happen to like only find the dry pack in like a plastic container, then that's completely fine as well, because this was my first time even like seeing these jarred. But yeah, y'all, and then I just ended up using like a handful and whatnot, and I just ended up cutting some, slicing them like this into like 4 pieces, 3 to 4 pieces, depending on how big the tomato was. So yeah, and it just really depends on your preference of how many tomatoes you prefer in your Tuscan recipe. But you can pretty much eyeball how much I added up in there. I would say about like 1/3 a cup, maybe, if that, maybe a little bit less. But yes, in a pan you want to heat up some oil, add in your onions, some minced garlic. And y'all know I am not stingy with the garlic. I love me some garlic flavor, and just continue to give that a stir. And this is on medium-high heat, sizzling. And then you just want to add in some coconut milk. Added in 2 cans of coconut milk. Once you do that, actually, I started to add in the spinach and basil part, but I had realized like, whoa, Chef A, you did not add the cheese. And this is of course a dairy-free Parmesan cheese. So yeah, you would definitely want to add that in first, and just stir it until it becomes creamy and like a thicker consistency. And then you can add in all of your spinach and basil. Yes, continue to stir that on medium heat, and you can even cover it up as well. And I also added in some portobello mushrooms right here. That's just like one leftover portobello cap that I just decided to add in there because I needed to use it, honestly. But I definitely think if you wanted to add more, that would go absolutely amazing with this recipe. So yeah, and then you want to add in your tomatoes as well. And when the squash is done, it should look just like this. Oh my gosh, look at them strings. It's spaghetti. So yeah, you of course want to like fluff it all out. And you know, it's completely optional. If you would like to add in your noodles into the what's it called, the sauce mixture, like while it's in a pot, then that's fine. But I just decided to add the sauce in on top of, you know, the spaghetti squash noodles, because yeah, I ended up using those as the bowl anyway, so it just seemed easier at the time. So whatever works for you. And then right here, that's, you know, just the hearts of palm that we let, you know, soak and absorb all the flavor or whatever. And then I'm just gonna, you know, saute it for a bit with some smoked paprika, as well as some cayenne pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder. You know, you just want to shred that up. And then I also added in a little bit of celery, so just a little bit more. And if you want to take it further, I would also add in a little bit of the sushi nori, the nori sheets inside of the soaking mixture to really get rid of the briny taste and get it to, you know, mock that fishy type of flavor. But yes, y'all, here goes the complete sauce mixture right here. Looking so good, so creamy, tasty, flavorful. And of course, you just want to add that in on top of your squash noodles. And I just added in, you know, I just used the ladle to make it easier. And this was also very fulfilling. I feel like all squash recipes really are. That's one thing about squash. You'll end up, you know, really, you know, satisfied and, you know, filled up with your dinner. And you just want to mix this in. And then I'm just adding on the quote-unquote mock crab mixture, the hearts of palm. Have that on top, and I just garnished it with, you know, a little bit of parsley because I'm extra like that. You could also use fresh parsley. I just use dry. But yes, y'all, this was, I give it a 9 out of 10. I ain't gonna say 10 out of 10, but I still definitely recommend. And let me know if you guys decide to try out this recipe. I would definitely try it out again. But yes, y'all, thank you so much for supporting. Like, comment, subscribe. See you for more content, more videos. Bye.